hear that? I like dropped my phone there. Hello, Awkward Stoop. It's me, Mary, coming to you from Utah. I am here to talk to you about this week that I have had my first week as an intern in Utah. So here we have the Orem Public Library. And as I was trying to find this library, it was just kind of weird to find because it seemed just like a pokey little place in the middle of all these other buildings, and I was like, from the outside it doesn't look very big, but then you go inside the building, and here I'm trying to maintain some dignity and not show people's faces, and not be too obvious that I'm filming. But here we are walking through this library, and this entire main floor is children's books. And I'm going to walk past a couple of really cute things over here. So you have all of these are picture books, all of these are children's books, some really cool architectural details. And look, as we approach the end of this hall, are all these beautiful stained glass windows. And all these stained glass windows feature like different historical things. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of Columbus thing in there. You do have all of these tables for study area, but it's still all the children's section over here too. And you have this super cute stage where they put on presentations. And upstairs, this is the young adult section. They have cute quotes on the wall, more architectural details, like awesome benches, and outside is beautiful. And then this clear wall that you can look down into the children's section and again see those beautiful stained glass windows. And you look around, and oh look, there's a dinosaur. Okay, so this looks like a normal street, right? But then you get to this house, and it's just covered with plants. And the really funny story behind this is that there was a pot house on this street, but it wasn't the weird house, it was the normal house next to it. What? And it's just this normal street, and you're like, oh, the weird house, that's the pot house. No. So this is an example of my work. I go to venues. This is at the Gateway Grand Hall in Salt Lake. And it's this beautiful hall. It's super echoey and super annoying. But here's all of our furniture. And, sometimes they pull aside the furniture after an event before we get there so they can clean. But then we take the furniture. I'm going to pick up this chair here and be super awkward while I try and turn it upside down. Okay, but my job is basically, oh, look, untie the chair cushion, take the cushion off the chair, and it goes in that orange bag, and then the chairs get stacked, and there's my coworkers. Tuesday, I went to Danny's house. I pulled into the street and I was like, oh my gosh, am I in the right place? All these houses are so big. Huge panoramic views of the valley and the mountains. And oh, look, there's the Provo Mountain, sitting up there like it does. Hey, you don't need to hang up a picture of the temple. You gotta have a view right there. And I also got to go upstairs into her secret little attic space, behind a walk-in closet where I get to do all that inventory. And I also got to iron on patches to the tablecloths that showed what size they were. I ironed those patches onto the new tablecloths that came in. And I made a mistake. I felt so silly. You warm the tablecloth with the iron. Then you put the patch on top. And then you put craft paper on top of the patch and then the iron on top to go to seal in the iron-on patch. Well, I made the mistake of forgetting the craft paper. And the iron and the patch just went, the patch stuck to the iron. I freaked out. I unplugged the iron, and I was like, okay, well, I'll let it cool and then I'll peel it off. And then I think to myself, but wait, what if it just sticks to the iron when it's cool and then I have no chance of redeeming myself? I'll have to try and take it off while the iron's still hot. But obviously, I'm not going to put my little hands on that. So I took a pen and I used a pen to peel off this patch piece by piece as it ripped off in pieces from the iron. And I'll be honest, that pen hasn't worked the same since. And then, just as I'm finishing fixing my little mistake, my boss walks in and she's like, "How are things going?" And I'm like, I had a little incident, but I think I fixed it." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you won't make that mistake again." No, no, I won't. Saturday, I didn't have to go into work, so instead, my cousin Megan had texted me. She's my age, and she is just starting a cake business down here, and she said, "I have this cake I need to deliver down to Draper, and I don't want to drive down by myself. Do you want to come with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go with you." So she picks me up, and we're almost to the freeway when she gets a call from her mom saying that this lady who's ordered the cake was doing a photo shoot at this photo place for her little girl. It's a smash cake. You know, the kind the little child that just and they take photos and it's so cute, right? The photo place had messed up and given them the wrong date. So this cake was now obsolete. So instead, Megan and I went and met her mom and her daughter, and we got snow cones. All right, time for wrap up. Just remember that the best way to make your day is with a bowl of awkward soup.